We come to you in love. We surround you, this group, in our love, and we're here to help you walk the way. This world of yours is a busy one, filled with individuals who are each living their own reality and in many ways bumping into other people's reality. Those who are not fully understanding of this fact repeat these cycles of bumping into others and replaying what has always played out in their lives. They keep reenacting the same scenarios and emotional trauma and inner feelings of shame, unworthiness, and lack. This has been the way for eons, these karmic loops that cause inner destruction, and this no longer has to be the way for you. It seems easy from our viewpoint to be aware of emotional loops and retreat quickly from them by saying no, but we realize it is not that simple. Yet as your consciousness expands into an increased awareness of your own personal center, and we ask that you feel this now, your own personal center, as your awareness and consciousness draws you to that place, you actually become less invested in all of these karmic loops. They become less important and, in fact, more uncomfortable, and you begin to walk away. Imagine now whatever draws you into scenarios like that, and decide in this moment that you can put those down, drop the need to be right, drop the need to judge, drop the need even to allow your ego to be in control, and walk away from tension. Take a deep breath. Notice if that feels different. Can you imagine that just doing that gives the greatest gift to the planet? A sense of neutrality, a walking away from the old chaos and retreating into your personal sense of peace. As each person begins to do that and more and more and more follow suit, the earth herself can begin to relax, because of course your karmic emotional loop creates chaos within the planet as well as around her. And so our ability to soften, to neutralize, and to move into a state of peace helps the planet do the same. And can you imagine that when you are more connected to your inner peace, you are then guided into a sense of joy? For you see, it's when you soften your judgment and your need to be right and your ego that you can find actually what makes you happier. Or better yet, we say it finds you. You have gotten out of the way of yourself, and you, in a way, open a door towards the part of you that wants full expression to actually have that full expression. We activate your heart now, just the tiniest touch of light to soften your heart. We ask that you, as the person you are today, awake, aware, living from a place of kindness, begin to really look at those places where you get stuck with other people, and without judgment, recognize that it's safe to let go. It's safe to be aware. It's safe to recognize your own inner fears. And as you recognize your own inner fear, you can know that it comes from old places of hurt, of experience, of karma. And you can, if you want to, decide that all that's important now is living in this present moment. And as you connect to this present moment, recognize where you are, how you feel, and what's moving around you. And know that it's okay to only be this. This is the truth. In this moment is the truth. Thoughts, feelings, and experiences from the past are moments in time that have long gone, and we anchor in who we are here and now. Again, we touch your hearts and now bring in a soft blue light, the blue light of change, the blue light of growth. Allow your heart to soften around this light. You are here today because you want to know more, and we honor that. We tell you that there is much happening on the planet and much more to come. We cannot say to you that it will be quiet and easy, soft and gentle. There are many people still enacting these karmic loops of needing to be right, needing to hold their power viciously, strongly, and because they think that they are right in that. That is still occurring and will continue to occur, but need not affect who you are at any moment. We sit here in a community very involved, of course, with world's politics, and that energy can be heavy and all-encompassing, and yet you can and must return to yourself often. All that goes on around you is not for you and doesn't have to be about you. Many spiritual teachings, and certainly religions, ask that people take care of other people and care about other people and do much to respond to tragedy and trauma and fear-based experiences. There's a misinterpretation of what compassion is, and many teachings say that compassion is equal to empathy and sympathy, and we disagree. We say compassion comes from a place of holding yourself tall and strong and centered, and offering unconditional love to experiencers of trauma, offering a hand if they so choose to take one. We tell you that much that happens on the planet is none of your business. It is happening outside of you to others who are deemed as victims, and yet everyone is in soul contract agreement to their experiences. It's unbelievable to think that souls have come here to experience horrific fear and suffering. But we tell you that to the soul, fear and suffering is a neutral experience, and in fact, one that creates much growth. And there is no one on the planet who has not experienced their own deep physical, mental, and emotional suffering. Do not allow other people's choices in that to create fear in you. Hold a strong vibration of love through your heart, which creates a light on the planet that they can find if and when they decide to. This is in no way blaming the victim. That is not the same energy of what we say. What we say is that every sovereign being has agreed to their experience, whether for their own personal soul growth or to provide deeper information to the planetary community. Your only job is to remain centered in your heart, open to light and receptive of your own personal and sovereign opportunities. No life should be diminished or taken down because other people, other countries, other communities are going through their own trauma and strife. We find ways to pray, to assist, but never to diminish your own light. So here in a community that is so oriented to the world, we ask that you reorient to your heart and allow that noise to be external and not internal. Internal noise leads to your own trauma patterns that create discord within your body, and you no longer have to live that way. Take a breath. The greatest gift you can give humanity is to hold your light. No one has ever been raised up by you lowering your own vibration. Be the light, the beacon for others. Whether or not they see it, know that you count. Your greatest strength is honoring the sovereignty of everyone else, their own personal, emotional choices. No longer fighting to help them change their minds, no longer getting involved in the drama, no longer deciding for yourself what's right for them. Whether this is your family, co-workers, friends, the stranger you meet in the parking lot. Allow everyone to own their own truth and please own yours. Bring it back inside of you. The dropping of all judgments, right and wrong, better or worse, that whole polarity consciousness, just dropping that aligns you with your higher self, who in truth runs your show. The higher self may be quiet, may even be silent, but will bring to you opportunities and will open doors and will provide you with a path on which to walk from this place of inner quiet, from this place of pure witnessing of the world around you. This also goes towards your own judgment about what's happening in your life. Let it go. Let it go. It's in the quieting of your internal judgment about yourself and your life that your life can change. Change does not come from inner conflict. It comes from neutrality. We offer you a visualization of inner conflict, and the need to judge, whether it's your life or someone else's, creates obstacles, like you're in a forest and you keep bumping into trees and tripping over roots and perhaps even losing your way. You see, it creates resistance. Neutrality, coming back to the quiet of your heart, where you admit you don't know what is right for anyone else or even for your own life, creates an open path for you to gently walk towards your destiny, your fate, your gifts, your challenges with ease. And you may be able to see or feel how that path of ease contributes to the planet. Many have asked us, will there be two different dimensional experiences happening on Earth at the same time? Some horribly stuck in the third dimension, continuing their strife, while others of us raise and align to a higher fifth dimensional vibration of love. And we say yes, But again, remove the judgment of that. Some people are ready to accept the lack of control that they have over the truth of their lives. Some people are ready to accept that the ego and mind do not run the show, and they are ready to experiment with heart-centered living. And others are not yet ready, and they will be, but they're not yet. And we can allow them to continue on until they are. Feel the ease in that, the lack of tension. As you breathe in and out of your hearts slowly, deeply, completely, visualize your path. There's no need to see or know what's on it for you. That is the old way. The new way is to trust your next step. The new way is to renounce future plans and goals and develop faith that your higher self wants ease and joy for you. And you might suggest that that is not true, that you've never seen that in your life before. And we say, now is the time of the new. Now is the time where you get to play with that, experiment with it, and see where it takes you. See what unfolds in front of you, and step into it. For ease and joy are your birthrights and have not been attainable prior to this timing. As you stay present in the moment, devoid of judgment, you begin to notice the beautiful things, the joys of interacting, the conflict and contrast that this planet provides. And each moment is its own experience and can be let go of just that easily. And you walk into the next. And again, you see where your true spirit wants you to be and who it wants you to be and how it wants you to be. And isn't that a relief?